Um, well, hello again. Um, I suppose the big news up at this end of the country of the family is Lucy's wedding, which went off very, very well the other week. Um, they went off to Northern Ireland to stay in this sort of holiday camp thing they went to once before a few years ago, which they really enjoyed. So and they're back, and presumably they're back at work now um, after all the excitement's over. Um, The wedding, as you probably know, was in a place called Sutton House, which is an old Tudor English English heritage, English heritage building in London, not far from where they live. Actually, it's about a 10-minute walk from where they live, um, and that was it was quite an interesting weekend for various reasons. We had because it was open to the public on the Saturday until about 4 o'clock. We were sort of ducking in and out, and they'd given us a room we could put stuff in, odds and ends for the wedding and things. Um, so we were doing that in the morning in bright sunshine, and then as the evening drew close, started pouring with rain, which was a little bit unfortunate. And we got a big taxi to take me and the girls and Lucy, obviously, to the place, even though it was only 10 minutes away. And we had a very nice ceremony. Obviously, it wasn't a religious ceremony; it was like a register office ceremony. Actually, it was in this small little wood panelled room. I might see if I can stick some pictures. I might see if I can stick some pictures of up here somewhere, in a little while. We've got a couple of phone pictures, and we've been given a sneak preview of the pictures that were done, the official wedding pictures. They were done by Getty Images. Lucy works for Getty Images, and Getty Images produce lots of photography for all sorts of events and things like that. You often see, Getty Images copyright in newspapers, and the BBC use a lot of them. So that was their wedding present, and no doubt when that's all published and produced, we'll see about getting you copies of it so you can have a look at it. And as I say, we had this very small little ceremony in this little room, little wood-panelled room. And then we moved into a slightly bigger room, and we had a bit of a sit-down meal. And then later on, we went into a barn where they had music and vol au vents and, lots of drink and stuff like that. So that was a very nice evening. It was nice to see Sam and Sam there. They pitched up and seemed to have a good time, which was rather nice. So as I say, when the photos appear from that, I don't know how they're going to do it actually. I don't know whether they're going to put them online or put them in the album. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. So that was that. So I mean, it was a small affair. The actual wedding was quite a small affair, but then the evening thing was quite big. I guess there was 120, 150 people there in the evening, which was very nice. Very, very good time was had by all. Went off very nicely. I had to do a speech, of course, which was slightly nerve-wracking. Mind you, it wasn't in front of a lot of people, I suppose. It's funny, people think because I've been a teacher, public speaking should be easy, but it's not. I suppose it's different talking, where you're the subject of it, you're talking about it rather than actually talking about a subject. Anyway, that was that. Nothing much else is happening here. We're just sheltering from the rain here at the moment. I suppose we're starting to gear up towards Christmas a bit. Lucy and Sam and Alice and Christian are going to be with their sort of in-laws this year, so it's just going to be Chloe at home with us. So it's going to be we're going to have quite a quiet Christmas, I think, compared with some of the ones in the past, because they've been with us for a few years, and they said they need to go. The boys need to spend a bit of time with their families. Sam particularly, I think they've got a couple of little kids. He's got two elder brothers, and they've got children. So I suppose that would be quite nice for them to have kids running around the place. What else has happened? I've been getting bits and pieces of work, a bit of driving, a bit of teaching, a bit of film work. The other day I was coming back from London, and my in my little MX-5, my little light blue MX-5, and the cam belt went and destroyed the engine basically. But amazingly, it went just by the Gillingham turnoff, you know, not far from Saver Centre there. And I was able to coast down the hill, and I kept the speed going to get me up into the car park. So even though the engine was dead, I actually managed to get into the car park at Farthing Corner. And I called the A, and it's completely broken, the engine completely destroyed. And I looked into getting a replacement engine for it, but you know, you're looking at over £1,000 for a replacement engine. So I put the car on eBay as a car with a dead engine. I actually got about £300 for it, which was amazing. Really quite surprising. And a bloke came and towed it away, which he was very happy with. And I got myself another MX-5. I was looking for one for some time, well, a few weeks anyway. And I was using Auto Trade, and I managed to find one, and it was in Strood on the Gravesend Road. You know, just by the Coach and Horses there. There's a garage there. Strood Motors or something, Strood Used Car Centre or something like that. So I went up and bought that. I'll stick a picture of that up here as well, so you can have a look at that. It's very similar to the other one, dark blue. Most extraordinary thing happened, actually. Quite extraordinary. I sent the logbook off, as you have to, for change of owner. And when it came back, I looked down it, because you know, you check these things when you get these documents, and it said it had 3 seats. Number of seats 3. That's a bit weird. You know, an MX-5 is a 2-seater car. So anyway, I thought I might just ring up DVLA and see if they'll send me another one. So I rang them up, and it was a most extraordinary phone call. They said, if you want to change the number of seats, you have to apply to us to say you want to change the number of seats. I said, well, I don't want to change the number of seats. The number of seats on the logbook is wrong. It's a Mazda MX-5. There's about 1 million of them in the world, and they are 2-seater sports cars. And she said, if it says it's got 3 seats on the logbook, it's got 3 seats, and you have to you have to take photos of it with, so you can see the number plate and the seats in the same photo, to prove, and say why you want to change it to a 2-seater. And I said, this is crazy. I've got to take photos, write letters to change a 2-seater car to a 2-seater car. Anyway, not particularly sympathetic person on the phone. In this Welsh girl, very nice accent, but she wasn't really interested. I said, look out the window. I mean, MX-5s have got 2-seaters. Anyway, I said, you know what? I don't think I'll bother. And she said, well, you do need to bother, because if if you have an accident and the insurance people can invalidate your insurance because your logbook says it's got 3 seats and you should have informed them that you had 3 seats. Oh, God. Anyway, so that's the little project I've got to do, take photos of my car and send them off so that I can have a 2-seater car rather than a 3-seater car. So that's been a little bit of excitement. What else are we doing? I'd say nothing a great deal is going on really. We spent quite a lot of time doing things for the wedding odds and ends, doing little labels and things. I'm going on a school trip tomorrow with a crowd of 8-year-olds, Maggie's school, which will be quite fun. Going up to somewhere, some medieval building in London or something. And that's that, I think. Oh, Maggie's got to have an operation on her knee. When's that? A week or two's time? Beginning of December. She's been having all sorts of... She had to give up. She didn't play hockey this season at all, and she was struggling a bit last season. And they've said... She went to see a specialist, and this guy said, we're going to open it up and clear it out a little bit. We've got all sorts of things going on in there. But she managed to persuade them to do both of them, because she has trouble with both her knees. It just means that, so she's got to have about 3 weeks off work. She's not meant to walk or stand or anything for 3 weeks. She's got to take it easy for 3 weeks, and then, you know, not do anything silly. So that should, when she having that at the beginning of December. So hopefully she should be up and about by Christmas. But at least it's something, you know, it's something she has suffered with for, well, for years. Goodness gracious, 40 years she's had bad knees, getting progressively worse. And I think that's about all I can think about saying at the moment. Haven't heard anything from Ange. I did a video thing like this for Ange and sent it out because apparently she's, well, I think I said last time, she's having a bit of trouble reading things on computers and things. So hopefully she can see that. Right. Anyway, I think that's all I'll say for now. I'll see if I can stick some pictures in a minute. And I hope everything is going all right down there. You're happy and healthy. We haven't had any other reports. We get those WhatsApp things occasionally, and everything seems to be going okay down there. So I'll see you in the fullness of time. Bye bye then.